has that comp next to him, he's going to do exactly that. And Malphite is going to come in on R5. Bit of a lane counter to the Gnar. He can definitely struggle into like Q-Max, Comet, a whole bunch of poke, and then Malphite's still going to Malphite in the mid game. And
he does have a pot running. Xerxes is going to work his way down towards this bottom lane. Malrang on the way as well, securing that red buff for the first time this game. Blast cones in. Control ward for Xerxes means that he can step further forward. Patrick diving forward. Aquavism hits, but so does the Ultra Laser Flash for Flash. Comp though, Xerxes dives forward. He hit a minion, but he flashes, but he'll die for it.
Okay. Oh, Xerxes had me for a second there.
300 gold smite difference if Malrang goes for it. He's walking, Jamada. He's in the bush. There's no vision, there's no... Okay.
That's tough. That's unfortunate, isn't
However,
it? Yeah.
Good on us for noticing it.
As things stand.
Patrick, no flash. Cease and desist being used. Aquapism coming out as well, but Patrick dives in, looking for some more damage on Comp. Can't get enough. Comp takes the kill. And Koi have two. See Odo holding in Tribush in case he needs to teleport down. Yeah. XL will look to secure the dragon. Xerxes will be able to smite at him, and they'll take it. Odo, you're going in, you're going in, you're going in, you're going in, he's going in! Oh, baby, give it to us, yes! Oh, observers, you absolute smell!
Finds his solo kill. Nothing much to talk about. Flashes were exchanged, but Odo will happily take that kill. And on the bottom side, as that's going on, it will be answered for Koi. They will get the
use. There's no tower here, and XL do not know they're about to be flanked. Caught between a tower and another one. Xerxes trying to get away with the decoy, gets the Cyclone onto Comp. They're trying to kill off Comp before the fight can really begin. He's Lulu ulted, but in the end he will fall. Lasso going in onto Patrick, flashes away from the Ember Survivor, but it still hits. Odo now joining the fight. Trimby polymorphs him. Limit trying to get away from Malrang, will be chased down towards this bottom side. Abadage going back in with a body slam. Odo slaps Trimby around the head and sends him packing. Abadage gets another, and in the end it's a 4
all front. You can see on the top half, Abadage goes in, almost blows up Comp, doesn't quite work out. Eventually he drops, but Larson isn't able to offer anything to this team fight, and Malrang, it feels like as well, on the opposite side.
Much easier to isolate them in the Drake fight that will happen in about 2 minutes' time. Comp still has his, I believe his was actually down in the battle around the bot lane. And there's another big game. XL have just left Xerxes on it. Patrick dashing forward once again. Comp just getting shredded. Odo did have the ultimate there, could have gone for something. The cast coming out, Abadage needs to clear out the cannon minion, but couldn't quite do that, so a tower in the top lane does fall in favor of Koi. They get what they were expecting out of the sequence of events, but now XL, perhaps slightly on the back foot. Odo can act as a bouncer, using himself as a living ward, bases an opportunity to get in, and yep, that rock is very dangerous if he can get onto Koi, but with 2 seconds left to half, he's going to go Mega in just a second. Does he have the flash? He does! Flash Mega Gnar, a possibility, but he can't get in. Polymorph onto Odo Omne, knocks him back. Does still have the unstoppable force. And you smell it, what the rock is cooking. He gets onto Comp, and Comp immediately flashes away the barrel used as well, and that's the engage tools out of XL. Shigenda goes back into the minion arm, and Patrick dashes forward, light slinging out the damage. TP available for Shigenda as he goes back to the base with the dragon down to 4,000. Odo keeps Shigenda around for the time being. Abadage acting as a bouncer. Malrang to the pit though. He looks for the steal, he can't get there in time. Ocean's Soul secured for XL.
A couple of dragons. They would have fought at the third dragon maybe last year, but now they are at the Baron XL. And they are ready to try and force a fight of their own.
Comp no flash. Larson no flash. Shigenda has one though. He goes in with the Mega Gnar. In fact, he dashes out. Does still have that Gnar ultimate and the option to go in, but you can see that bar ticking underneath his health. Baron down to 6,000. XL keeping it aggro, chipping away at it bit by bit. Malrang can get into the pit, has a flash of his own, has that cease and desist. You can see Patrick trying to dish out to the DPS, but it's so tricky for him to go forward. Instead, they dive onto Shigenda. The unstoppable force onto the backline. The Dwayne Johnson effect you gotta feel. Team it up with a Cyclone. And XL just shred through Koi. Shigenda falls a triple for Xerxes. Only Malrang left alive, and Baron in XL's eyes.
It's a triple for the Monkey King, and his Bruiser crew is feeling pretty alright about it. XL, they will get themselves the Baron. 4 kills, almost a clean ace. Malrang makes it out with his life, but you can just see Koi can't stand up to this much dive. They have a lot of good tools to peel away, but it's frankly not enough. Too much CC, too much burst damage.
XL, what a win this would be. Currently sitting near the bottom of the standings. We're tied, of course, for 7th before on tiebreakers because of how close this split is. But 3 wins, at least in winter, was enough to make your way into groups. XL missing out on it just a month ago. How time flies for them as they look to take down Koi. Koi, a loss, of course, will sting, but they have 2 more opportunities this weekend against BDS and Vitality to try to get to that 4-win mark. Odo facing Malrang in the mid lane, a 4-level advantage as the unstoppable force coming out with the tidal wave just wide. Season's assist being used as well with the TP in. Malrang stops time for a second, knocked back with the explosive cast, the culling, the wild growth, still not enough. And that's every ultimate you want. XL will find their mark, find their man, and find the tower to boot. Again, the dashes away from a body slam. As Abadage continues to look for more. Odo coming back in with the TP, no ultimate on him, but the Cyclone still a threat looming over Koi. And with a player down, they will sacrifice their mid lane inhibitor. 50 seconds left on the Baron. I think this will be all that XL get out of it, but how much?
Koi aren't working with a whole bunch, and Malrang.
Tidal wave goes wide, Bolt Breaker coming in with the Acropism, and the Cyclone is enough. Jungler is dead, and Koi perhaps alongside him. Xerxes can dash into the Elder. What do you do here, Koi? Shigenda looking for something onto Limit, but even building up the Mega Gnar, Gnars him into the wall. Still gets the damage down. He does kill off Limit. Is it enough? Odo snuck behind them. Unstoppable force
they don't
available.
know where Arba is.
They know where Odo is as well. Abadage looking for a victorious return to the LEC, but Koi unwilling to give an inch right now, it seems. Comp diving onto Odo Amne, but he's got no last whisper, so Odo's so tanky. Emperor's Divide being used. Decoy away from Xerxes. Still half HP on the Wukong. What do you do here if you're Koi? You continue to poke, you continue to prod, and Abadage continues to look for a flank position. He's going for it, Odo in, Larson flashes away, unstoppable force, Larson dashes away! Larson survives, and Xerxes looking for something, but lightning crash coming out from Comp. XL unable to sink their dive, the Gnar into the wall, Shigenda doing it all here for Koi! Comp with a double, and XL, you had it in the palm of your hand, how can you rip defeat from the jaws of victory like this? Super minions on the Nexus Towers, tidal wave being used as well. Abadage going back in for a little bit more. XL still looking for something, but Malrang is on the Elder.
Shigenda finds a massive ultimate back-to-back. Picks off Limit. Oh, hello.
It's only Abadage though. Oh no, TP on him. Abadage is going to try and kill off Shigenda, but he flashes away. The Hyper helping out. The Gnar there is going to go Mega as well for a bit of help. Comp and Malrang will be able to secure the Elder. As you say, it's not enough for Abadage. Corner of your screen are respawning soon. 2 seconds on top, 39 on mid. And now with Baron,
does make games pretty hard in the perspective of XL. Malrang.
You can't dodge those, but you can get away with wild growth. The culling not hitting as well. Malrang escapes, and now Shigenda opens up. Patrick, where you gonna go, my dude? The Elder finds him. Shigenda on the chase. The tidal wave being used as well. You got any TPs? One for Shigenda, but no flanking wards it seems. Limit able to get away. Elder out to timeout. 20 seconds on it, but the slow's gonna hit from Shigenda, and he is on the chase. Has had some great performances. This split has continued to stand up when it matters for Koi. Limit almost dies to the Ultra Shock Laser. Will heal himself just up above the threshold, but 28 seconds on Patrick. And with Koi 5 members strong, Baron remaining for 2 minutes. Is it enough to close out the game?
They want the inhibitor at the bare minimum, 15 seconds until Patrick comes back up. We'll see. Koi have been quite measured in a lot of their approaches, and it seems like that trend is going to continue here.
It does really begin, but you have to feel Koi are just looking for another inhibitor out of this. The super minions in the mid lane, only about the halfway mark of that lane. Odo does have the ultimate available. He's going for Larson. The rest of his team aren't quite there to follow up. Larson with the Emperor's Divide. The culling not quite enough. Malrang on the front line. The Cyclone used as well, but Xerxes already popped. And once again, he falls. Shigenda looking for more. The tower first, the target here for Koi. And it felt like Odo was just on a slightly different page to the rest of his team. If they layered the CC, perhaps it would have been enough to kill the Emperor himself. Shigenda backs, TP's back in. Abba looking for a little bit more. Comp down to half HP. Malrang goes in with a cease and desist, but he hits it onto Odo. I think Patrick was his aim. Odo able to walk away from this one. Still has the flash. The inhibitor will fall. And XL still hold on to the game just about.
Just about.
Pushed in top a little bit and now has worked his way back to join his team. Shigenda low. Patrick almost gets him. Shigenda no flash now. Malrang dashes out of the pits and XL will look to keep this dragon aggro. Trimby on the front line. No vision for XL.
It's a 4v5.
And Odo find it again. Comp has flash, so does Larson. 4v5 right now, as you say. Shigenda trying to build up that Gnar bar, but look at how low he is. Basically 500 HP. On him, Malrang in the back of the pit. Xerxes chunked out just a little bit. Odo looking for a flank position. The tidal wave, the unstoppable force, but the Elder, they didn't see Malrang! And once again, it's on the back of a smite from from their jungler. But Koi find the fight, they find the win, they find the TP. And XL can only rue the day. They let Malrang sit in the back of the pit. Koi advance to the win.
It doesn't matter if you don't do anything for about 25 minutes. All you have to do is hit your smite key on the Elder, and you will win your team the game. And I mean, Koi, they turtled it out well. XL almost had everything they wanted from this game. But Koi, they should be closing out here with the Elder. It's 2 versus 4. GA's pot, but does it matter? I don't think it does, Medic.
Koi claim their 4th win, and with it, a likely spot in the group stage.
Excellent stuff from Koi. A bit